There's a foundational lack of community, sense of belonging, this feeling of contributing to a group that's bigger than yourself. That's really lacking in mainstream American culture. And instead we have like this sort of rugged individualism and this like super isolationist, self-interested over the common well-being, lacking of empathy, shared values. I'm ready.
Who are you?
My name is Jon Bain. I'm with 777 International, originally from South Carolina, and now based in Atlanta, Georgia.
How did you first get involved with pizza, and how did y'all start building the 777 team?
So it's actually a pretty funny story, actually. Shortly after I moved to Atlanta, a mutual friend of ours, he goes by the name of Cookies. You might have heard of him before, Jkey, one of the biggest rappers in Cebu. Got this producer, artist, business mind, like all this stuff. Got this guy with me that does all that. He's from New York, he's visiting, like, can I come through to your crib and bring him with me? I was like, hell yeah. And like ever since then, like we kind of just started off on like a super organic chemistry, and like the three of us especially, and then like me and Pizza Palace like started doing 777, and then of course working with Cookies hand in hand in the bake shop, all that stuff. It really has developed into this huge umbrella of like we're doing visual work, we're doing the music, we're producing for people, we're like writing our own songs, and then we're putting on all these shows domestically and also like all these international spots. That's the brief backstory of how I met Pizza Palace. So a lot of the seemingly siloed issues that exist in the US, you think that they're unrelated, but they're actually tied to a number of root causes. There's a foundational lack of community, sense of belonging, this feeling of contributing to a group that's bigger than yourself. That's really lacking in mainstream American culture. And instead we have like this sort of rugged individualism and this like super isolationist, self-interested over the common well-being, lacking of empathy, shared values. And so that has kind of like manifested into a lot of issues, all the way from mental health to people not having resources to not having support, and the super self-identity over the community kind of mindset that exists. I think that part of the solution is actually just identifying where is actually the solution already, because there's already really great communities all over the world. And I think it's really just about highlighting that and championing that and telling those stories, and I think that's kind of the duty that we wanted to take on. So how do we bring those stories and put them into the eyes of people who may only have that one-dimensional kind of thinking? Unites 777 and the people around us, and that we all have this very strong sense of being part of something that's bigger than ourselves. This sense of community, of where we all have these individual talents, these individual gifts, but there's only so much that we can do with those by ourselves, right? Beyond making music, I think one thing that all of us are very keen on is the human aspect of just being in a good place mentally and making sure that we're all not even necessarily happy, because happiness is such a fleeting emotion, but we want to make sure that we're all feeling supported and we all acknowledge that, hey, like, music is our passion. We're doing this because we love it and we want to spread this message, but we don't feel like that can be effectively done if one of our teammates or one of the people around us is not in like the best place. So like we're always just checking in with each other outside of the music. Like, so I want to let you know that a lot of these ideas, these are some of my perspectives mixed in, but a lot of these ideas I actually formulated directly through Pizza Palace. Meeting him really, I think, accelerated a lot of my thinking in terms of kind of do our part in being messengers for good and empowerment and evolution as a species. All I'm gonna say is, if you think that I had like some good shit to say, man, like wait till you hear Pizza Palace, man, because you about to, hey, that's all I would say. 777.